Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at Bitcoin BTC. It's currently Sunday, 3:30 p.m. North American East Coast time, and we're currently at 37,500 roughly, and this is what I was talking about earlier about putting in the right shoulder. This is where our right shoulder is going to be put in on the hourly chart. This is the hourly chart now. And you can see, I'll take a look at the 4 hour here in a moment. Currently, we are testing the 37,300 fib level. That's important on the 1 hour chart. And currently, RSI is at 32. So we're getting to a point where we probably will bounce a little bit. Could bounce this evening, early evening. And our Fisher is still negative, showing some type of a pullback. Now, if you remember in a previous video, I talked about the structure of the possible reverse head and shoulder. Here's the left shoulder, and here's the head, and then I'm expecting to put in a right shoulder here. Okay. Now, a reverse head and shoulders is bullish. However, there is no pattern that's 100%, so we need to remember that. Now, on the 1 hour, what is significant is this white line. It's the 200 daily moving average. We did lose that. We were not able to hang on to that. So as long as we're under that, we are technically bearish. Technically bearish in the short term. However, we are long-term bullish, okay, on the weekly. That is important to remember. So what I want to see here is I want to see some type of structure on the right shoulder, some type of consolidation, and then a reversal. And that will be my entry. That will be my entry. I'll be looking for an entry there, starting off a new week. Now, this whole Ukraine issue, could possibly complicate things this week. We'll just have to wait and see. But I do foresee the markets kind of bouncing back and showing a little bit of strength because NATO is responding to Putin, and there's sanctions occurring, and there's a lot of weapons pouring into Ukraine for them to help defend themselves. So, I mean, if Putin escalates things, it could, dampen down the markets for a bit. The markets could suffer a bit, including Bitcoin and crypto. But we'll just have to wait and see. So right now I'm looking for some kind of a consolidation with this dip. I said 37 to 38 is what I was looking for a pullback, and that still remains what I'm looking for. About 37 to 38, maybe even 36 to 38, 36.5 to 38, around in this area from about this fib line, which would put in the same a price level the same as left shoulder, all the way up to about 38, which is right here. Okay, somewhere in that area. I'd like to see. What I don't want to see is a major bounce and then shoot up again like that. That would be kind of, well, it's a sign of strength, of course. But what I would prefer is a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of slow consolidation to allow a buildup of a position here and showing some strength. Because if we shoot back up, we could then correct back down again and do this. So anyway, taking a look at the 4 hour, you can see the structure a little bit better here on the 4 hour. 4 hour is showing 37,000 even to be the fib level, and we're right above that. And again, you can see a little bit better the left shoulder here, and then you can see the head here. And then, of course, what we want to see is, now on the 4 hour, it's going to look a little bit different, probably something like this. Okay? And this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a lot of people to be buying in this area. All right? Now, again, proper stop loss risk management is necessary because you never know what's going to happen in the global aspect of things with Putin and the Baltic states. And we've seen this before, but You just never know. He's making some outrageous claims about, people are interpreting it as nuclear weapons. We'll just have to wait and see. But I do think that the markets will be okay. I do think that what would be nice is to see some type of consolidation here before another turn up. And then, of course, I would expect the RSI to get stronger. RSI in the 4-hour right now is 44. Not bad. A little bit under midline. A lot of room to move up. And I'm looking for that turn up of the Fisher to show that there's a change in momentum, a change in direction of price. And then that would be where I get in, or maybe even earlier on a 1-hour, get in on a turn up on the 1-hour, just to get in a little bit early. Maybe we'll see. It just depends on what the chart looks like, and depends on action tonight. Now today's Sunday. There's a few things that can happen on Sundays. Sundays have a tendency to sell down. Okay. However, we could see, because Bitcoin has been somewhat bullish, and we've already had kind of a dip here, we could see this evening a lot of people taking positions for the week. Okay. And those individuals probably anticipating the development of a right shoulder here, and anticipating the price staying above the left shoulder, which would, like I said before, be roughly around 36,500. Okay. So we're just going to have to be patient, wait for a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of support to come in, and I'm expecting this week to be modestly bullish. If not on Monday or Tuesday at the beginning of the week, possibly towards the end of the week. But we'll just have to wait and see. Use proper risk management. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I see on the charts. Looking at the daily, we can see here that there is a little bit of concern on the daily, and let me share that with you. A little bit of concern on the daily is that we have a right shoulder or left shoulder here, and then we have a head here, and then excuse me, we're starting to pull back even now here, and then could this be a right shoulder, which would be a head and shoulders that would be bearish? Not really sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But what I do see is wicks here. This is showing buying interest in this lower area and here. So, and we're almost there. We're almost to where we had the wick before in this area here. So on the daily, not as positive, not as bullish on the daily. Again, taking a look at the white line up here, all the way up here on the daily, this is where the 200 daily moving average is at about 45,000. So as long as we're under that, we're still bearish. Still bearish, medium term, short term, medium term. Okay. Excuse me, or should I say, yeah, medium term. Long term, weekly, bullish. Medium term, daily, bearish. And very short term, possible bounce, could be bullish or bearish. It could go either way. On the daily, we do see the RSI 41. It is below midline. A little bit weak, but not terribly weak, and it is showing a lot of upside potential, a lot of room to move higher. On the daily, what's significant is we have already turned up on the Fisher, so we're positive. So because of the Fisher turning positive like this and turning up, crossing over, because this big spike, this is a pretty good, there's a pretty good chance that this could be a small short-term pullback, and then this week we'll see more price movement to the upside, possibly to this 41, 42,000 area right up here where the trend line is. So what could be happening here is this trend line here. Excuse me, this trend line here, you can see showing support. This trend line could actually give us support here. Not really sure. We're just going to have to wait. So this is what's important. For this to remain support, we need to remain above 38,000. And Bitcoin has a habit, like I said, of breaking support and then moving back up and regaining that again and running higher. So this could be the case. Like I said, we've seen a wick here, and we've seen a wick here, which shows a lot of buying interest in the lower areas. So that being said, I'm waiting for a little bit of consolidation on lower time frames, 1 hour, 4 hour, and I'm looking for this week, I'm looking for a reversal green candle on the daily, and then most likely I would try to get in a position at that time if we don't drop too low. If we drop below 36.5, then I would be waiting for a little bit more consolidation down in the lower levels, below 36. Then I would be a little bit more patient, waiting for a little bit more consolidation. But what's nice is this big, long and strong volume bar showing a lot of buying interest in this area, and that volume bar is showing a lot of buying interest, more so than what we've seen in the past in the previous volume bar. So I think if we do get down into this point, if we do get below, if we get below 37, anywhere between 33 and 37, that's going to be an accumulation area. And what we've seen with on-chain analysis, we do see that the whales are acquiring. Whales are buying. Okay. So there you have it, friends. Just a little bit of orientation on the charts here, sharing with you what I see on the charts, and just wanted to give you my opinion, what I see. Again, not financial advice, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens with the markets, with the stocks, which are going to be very sensitive to the Ukraine and Russian war and what's going on over there. But I do think that NATO responding is creating a little bit of hope, a little bit of optimism in the markets, and a little bit of hope and optimism for Ukraine. Okay, the world is condemning Russia, Putin's invasion of the Ukraine. So I don't see that I don't expect a large, profound impact like a black swan event on the markets. I just don't see that. So there you have it, friends. Waiting just a little bit longer this evening for some consolidation. We're waiting for this week to see some upward price movements and flipping of the momentum to the upside, and most likely I'll be probably purchasing that or taking a position in that. Altcoins do look okay. Altcoins are pretty much doing what they have always done, just responding to Bitcoin. We do have some that are doing quite well, 5%, 6%, 7%. Now the leveraged coins are up anywhere from 12 to 20%. And remember, I've always said that when Bitcoin is stable, when Bitcoin's doing well or is stable, the altcoins will probably rally and do well. Okay, taking turns and alternating. Although now we do see a lot of red, the market is pulling back with Bitcoin. Okay, fear up 17% for the day, currently 45 cents, which shows that depending on what altcoin it is, what project, there could be a lot of upward momentum. Okay, so I'm expecting the altcoins to pull back with Bitcoin, and then when Bitcoin finds some type of consolidation here and starts finding support and then pushing back up, I believe altcoins, I'm expecting altcoins to do the same. Thank you, friends. Take care. I hope your weekend was great. Looking forward to a good week. I hope you're doing well. Remember the first rule of money and investing and trading: do not lose money. See you next time.